I bet you the session must have been dope when they were recording.
Oh,
that
they were
track.
doing dope for real.
We just did an air band
I know,
version.
right? So you guys are tuned into the B-Side Sports Show.
Yes.
All right.
Welcome back.
So welcome back, everybody, to the B-Side Sports Show. And, of course, we're here recording out of the B-Side shop in the beautiful city of Covina.
Right.
And so thank you guys for tuning back in, getting lots of love from the last episode that we did. So you guys are tuned in. Listen, this is episode 27, fellas.
Yes, I need a lap dance love though.
Ooh. I
coming
take
soon,
EBT.
coming
I take EBT.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No emails from guys though.
Spam. That sounds delicious.
Hawaiian.
I know, right? So as always, I'm your host, Ralph Figueroa. And so let me introduce the B-Side Sports Show team. First off, we got my boy Eric J. in the Hizzle.
What up, man? Yeah,
What's up, man?
I'm Eric J. And I'm actually, you know what? I'm actually the chapter president of the O.J. Simpson support group.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, actually, they actually just shut us down, but we're gonna take another stab at it. That's what I plan on
You
achieving.
better re-up on your gloves.
No glove, no love.
OJ's good for your calcium, I think. It's vitamin C.
I know something missing, Eric. What happened to your drum?
Actually, I'm getting my drums rotated right now. As we speak.
He's lending them to some group that's doing a tamborazo.
That's it. Shouts out to the people from Sinaloa, Bendazos.
So what's up, man? How you been?
I've been good, man. Just working a lot. It's been kind of crazy at work right now, and they asked me to achieve higher freaking standards.
Really?
Yeah, I'm still below par though, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Just like my golf scores,
Join
below
the,
par.
yeah, join the
Thanks,
crowd.
Tiger.
We're shooting for your score now. So good, man. Got to have you back.
Thank
dude.
you. I appreciate
And
it.
then, of
Welcome
course,
back,
we
bro.
have the trifecta.
Yeah.
The
Tripod.
the creamy filling.
To my Bavarian cream.
Yeah.
Shaye
Whitey.
Whitey.
So
man.
what?
Welcome back, man. I'm glad to be back, man. It's
How you
always
been?
exciting. Pretty good, man. Pretty good. It's been a busy week once again. We had another B-side week. You know how we, instead of Shark Week or Shark Week, we talk about we had B-side week because like all week. So we did Sunday last week, of course, the B-side sports show, and then Monday we had a female takeover for the B-side show on Monday night. That was a lot of fun, man.
Was it like the Bad Girls Club up in here?
Ooh.
Yeah, that was
man.
fun. And then Tuesday, I actually went. I was right around the corner at Katie Jake's because there was a little hip hop event for Slum the Red.
Oh, the Pigs in a Blanket event, right?
Oh no, not that one. That was
Not
up
that
the
one?
street. That was a little bit further up. I didn't
Oh,
go to that
okay,
one.
my bad.
I don't know, but either way, this episode's making me hungry already.
Yeah, yeah.
Where's the Piggly Wiggly?
So it was cool, man. I got to do some promo out there, and then Wednesday we had the forum, and then Thursday we had the Relevance show. So I was back for that, and then we're back today. We're recording on a Saturday for the B-side
You're
sports show.
nonstop.
And then, yeah, I'm nonstop, man.
You're like Seacrest.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And,
Shaye Seacrest.
Yeah.
You're crusty.
and thanks everybody for that tunes in and all that stuff, man.
Nice,
It's,
man. How about you, Mr. Figueroa?
Yeah.
Dude, I've been busy this week, man.
know.
I did a little bit of traveling, man.
You're like the Pope.
I wave, but nobody waves back. So it's pretty sad. No, I was actually a part of the Ventura Comedy Festival this year, 2015,
that's right.
over in Ventura, California, and it was really cool, man. So I showed up on Wednesday, and then we had Bobby Lee was a part of the event, Cristela Alonso, a lot of great headliners that were there.
Nice.
So then on Wednesday, I showed up and. Like I said, I went out and did a morning promo with Rico Mambo and Q1047.
Oh, nice.
So it was really cool. Thursday night was Latino All-Stars there at the Ventura Harbor Comedy Club. So we had a lot of, funny comics like Flaco Martinez. There was Jerry Garcia.
I remember
It
that.
sounds like a quinceañera planning committee or something like that, El chambelán de tías ya llegó también, güey,
Who's going to bring the rolls?
Robert Zapata.
Who's in charge of birria?
Brian Day. Wow, that's weird. He's the kid that could afford it. So, no, a lot of funny Latino comics, and it's great to be around comics that are real positive and they're working hard. Of
course.
So shout out to all of them. Making the Latino All-Star show was packed, man. It was a great turnout, hosted by Rico and Mambo.
Those guys are doing it.
Yeah,
out there.
they're busy doing their thing, man, and it's cool how they embrace especially the hip hop community too, because they're big time hip hop.
Oh man, when we me and Drakk and we were messing around with that label back in the days, and they were showing us love even like 10 years back.
I have
like
a
that,
label
so.
maker. I don't know if that might help you guys.
In case I lose my stuff.
We could put your name on it.
So you did with Bobby Lee?
So yeah, Bobby Lee was there.
He was the guy from The Crow, right? Right? I thought
No,
he was
not
dead.
that. No, not that
That
Lee.
was Brandon Lee, yeah.
And not Bruce either. Maybe not even Sarah. Okay, it was Bobby. So then last night, Friday night, which was what is it? What was yesterday? The
25th.
25th.
Yeah,
25th.
Yeah,
25th.
25th,
Yeah,
yeah.
the 25th. So I was at stage 2 at the Ice House. We did 2 shows. My boy Jerry was doing his thing, and it was great, man. We had a great turnout and had fun. So we're just primed up, getting ready to go overseas pretty soon.
Yeah. Have you got your passport yet?
Yeah, everything's all settled, man. Everything's good to go.
No way.
So yeah, I'm pretty excited, man. It's just I'm thinking like it's about a week and a half that we'll be taking off. So got a lot of things. Next week I'll talk about my schedule at the end of the show, but got a lot of stuff coming up this week. So
How long is the direct flight?
I don't know. How
They're gonna have to. I heard they have to knock you out like Mr. T in the 18.
What? I pity the fool.
Think.
And they got to put a bag so you
Why
can't
did I
see
wake
which
up
way
with no
it is.
pants on?
Why did I wake up? I'm in another country.
What's this funny taste in my mouth? Like, hey.
Why the people squinting at me?
The sun's too bright out here.
Get the sunblock.
Is that what they call it, land of the rising sun? Because everybody's squinting.
It's rice. RICING. Rising sun.
Is there no Roni up in here?
With a cup of noodles.
I'll be your tenderoni. So,
Bobby Brown.
so of course you guys are tuned in to listen to Bsidesports Show. We got Shaye, Whitey, Eric, Jay, myself, Ralph, and of course we got some great topics. We're gonna do some trending hot topics. A lot of stuff going on in football and baseball, especially the playoffs are gonna start coming up with the baseball. We got athletes' birthdays this week. We're gonna do who's in trouble this week in sports history. A little segment of where are they now. Kind of curious to find out where some of these guys are at.
Of course.
And then we'll do some shout outs at the end. So, the fellas were here on a Saturday, ready to have a good time. We got the producer extraordinaire behind on the soundboard back there. We got Mr. Drakk Spelling.
What up, Drakk?
So like I said, for Eric, Shaye, myself, Ralph, and Drakk, thank you guys for tuning in. And find us on all our social media at Bsidesports Show. So we will go on to our first topic and do a little trending hot topic. So go ahead, hit it, Drakk.
Hot and so hot and so hot and
So hot it hurts.
It literally is hot in here.
It's hot down here too.
Oh.
I can smell it.
You know why it
great.
gets pretty hot? When you light stuff up with a lighter.
Nah.
Yeah, and you know what Floyd Mayweather said on Nick Diaz?
What is that?
He said, "Let the man smoke his weed."
Yeah.
I was like, wow, did I just become a little bit of a fan of Floyd Mayweather?
Well,
See.
fine,
Yeah.
but something to support him.
Finally somebody
Yeah.
says it. Oh, actually, a lot of people have been saying it too.
That might be
Like
money's
Hunter
new
Rousey.
business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He wants the other kind of grain.
Dr. Green Thumb's in and out of the ring. So, so he says that Nick Diaz should be allowed. And, it's justifiable. There's...
There's a lot of pain involved in being, I'm sure, an MMA fighter.
Right.
Well, just kind of a stiff penalty for that.
Ooh.
No
Yeah.
pun intended.
Ew.
Wrong
Wait, a
sport.
little bit of a pun intended.
Wrong sport, Eric.
That was a low blow.
Yeah. He dropped him to his knees.
You know who else dropped who to their knees? Ray Rice did. Remember that?
Oh, I
yeah.
thought it was Boys to Men on a bended one.
Yeah.
Ray Rice was seen clubbing with his wife. Whoa, not that kind of
not
clubbing.
clubbing.
guys.
Oh, not again.
They were hanging out since he doesn't have a team to go and report to. Him and his wife are having a good relationship
Okay.
now, and they were seen clubbing recently.
Just hopefully they don't
Nice.
let him near any actual club that he
Yeah.
can hold in his hand, and then he'll be okay. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
I heard they went to go see a comedy. I heard it was a slapstick.
I'm beating her with laughter now. NFL Players of the Week this week. NFC Cardinals wide receiver Larry Fitzgerald, Dallas Cowboys linebacker Sean Lee, Arizona Cardinals punt returner David Johnson did really well this last week on their fantasy points as well. For the AFC Players of the Week, we got Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger. Jets defensive back Darrelle Revis, and Browns punt returner / wide receiver Travis Benjamin. So shout out to those
man.
guys.
It's all
And
about
if,
the Benjamins, man.
Yeah, man.
Performing.
So be sure to put some fantasy points on
Yeah,
those
if you
guys.
get your
you know?
fantasy on. A lot of people
Yeah,
are
you know
into
who
that now.
who you shouldn't put any fantasy point on is Tony Romo.
Oh,
Oh,
man, that
wow.
hurts. That hurts for
He's
Cowboy fans.
done.
Yeah,
done, man.
2 days after Tony Romo left Week 2 game against the Philadelphia Eagles with a broken left collarbone. the Dallas Cowboys star quarterback has been placed on the injured reserve.
Wow.
So a lot of memes came out about
Oh,
that.
yeah,
The
I saw
funniest
that.
one I saw, it had me dying, dude.
What is
So
it?
it had a picture of, it was two pictures, one on top of each other, and then the first one says, "Hi, I'm Tony Romo, and I have DirecTV." The next picture below it is Tony Romo, like knocked out, just kind of passed out, right?
Yeah.
And it says, "I'm injured, Tony Romo, and I have cable." Don't be like this, me. I lost it, dude.
That's dope.
There was a
That's
lot of
funny one.
stuff that came out. That was fun.
There was one that they did a scene from Forrest Gump. You know when Lieutenant Dan was trying to give him the ice cream.
yeah.
So the Forrest Gump character, they put Des Bryant, and then Lieutenant Dan was Tony Romo. It's hilarious, dude.
Dude,
Try that
that's
ice cream. I love saying that.
Yeah, people are sitting there and be calling Tim Tebow up now. Come on, we need someone.
All right, something.
Oh, Forrest, I'm done.
They actually picked up the Cowboys just picked up Matt Castle actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah, he
heard
was still
that.
up there.
So
Do
man,
you think
that's-
it's a good pickup?
I don't know. I mean, he's one of those guys that just if they find the right defense to play against, he can do well.
Yeah,
Right
You know,
now
he's
they
kind
have
of like
that-
like Matt Flynn. Matt Flynn, he shows like certain games he'll show brilliance, and then the next one is like, who is this guy, dude?
And
You know?
maybe he'll be better at crunch time than Tony Romo was.
Well,
A lot of
Tony
people
Romo
said
in that last game before he got hurt in week 1, that was a phenomenal game.
Oh,
against
yeah,
the
but
Giants.
he's
did on
known
that
for
one.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that was one of the best drives, and
Do you
and
think
I
he's underrated?
no, I think he's where he's at. What his problem is once he gets to the playoffs, he kind of just
That's what it is. Because every time it's when it counts. When it
because
really
what it
counts.
really counts at the end is how many rings they have.
Yeah.
And so Tony Romo, you know,
I mean, I used to think he was overrated, but now I'll say he's a good quarterback. I
like
won't say that.
I'll give you for instance who I
You were a
think-
Jessica Simpson fan.
for instance,
that's
like you know who's a little overrated is Eli Manning, for instance. You know, he just got lucky that he got a team that just kind of meshed well. It's kind of
Yeah.
like the San Francisco Giants when it comes to baseball, how they kind of just sneak into
towards the end of
to
the
the
season.
playoffs.
But
Yeah.
he comes big time when it needs to
When
be.
they
exactly,
to.
and that's what Tony Romo
And that's
does
got
not
2
have.
rings to
Exactly,
prove for that.
exactly.
Yeah, so
More than Peyton.
at least he has a nouveau ring according to his girlfriend.
Yeah, spread them.
Speaking of spread 'em, the Raiders are reporting bringing in former Rams running back Daryl Richardson for a tryout this week. Thanks to Trent Richardson, at least they already have a jersey with his name on it. That's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
He's
Trying
got
to save
the
some
same
money,
number.
man.
Yeah,
They
get the
should
same
just get
number.
Eric Dickerson.
Or just add another number, sew another number next to it.
I know, right?
Whatever.
Speaking of the Raiders did not use the gold field markings that designate the NFL's 50th Super Bowl. So all fields except for Oakland's have gold NFL shields and gold 50s on each sideline of the field. While no reason is provided for the refusal to comply, many suggest that the Raiders they don't want to acknowledge a Super Bowl that will be played down the road in Santa Clara, home of the 49ers.
Or plus, they don't have any more gold paint.
Right?
Maybe
Maybe we
that's
get
what
gold
it was.
dust. But you know what? They're silver and black. It wouldn't mesh.
I mean,
Yeah,
but at the
wouldn't
same
match.
time, too, a lot of people are saying it's because the two teams don't really get along. There's a natural rivalry that goes on there. The battle of the Bay, as they say, and you know.
That's like E40 against like MC Hammer.
Right,
Something
right.
I think.
Even in the paychecks.
Thanks, Taco Bell.
Yeah, and those a lot of animosity comes from the 49ers not wanting to share the stadium with the Raiders.
No.
So
But it wouldn't make sense because it was just still going to be 49er stuff all over the place.
right, still
They wanted to make
so.
a real state-of-the-art stadium.
Yeah,
though,
well,
I mean.
speaking of that, the Levi Stadium has been plaguing the 49ers franchise because remember how first they had problems with the field, now they're having problem with the lights.
Oh,
Yeah, an extensive report by NBC Bay Area, several pilots started complaining about the lights and the scoreboard that sit atop at the 49ers home field. The brightness of the lights creates blind spots and has impaired their vision as they try to land into the San Jose International Airport,
Wow.
which is like about 5 miles from the stadium. So they say it's a big problem.
All this fancy stuff they try to do, and they don't plan.
I heard they're making a show. There's a pilot in the works called Sunday Night Lights.
That don't work.
Everything malfunctions.
This past Tuesday, the San Diego Chargers took various Payless shoe source stores to hold its 27th annual shoe distribution.
Oh.
We were talking about earlier. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
man, that's where as a kid, that's where we used to get our stuff, our Pro Wings.
Yeah, pro.
The combination 10 cleat.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. They had all
Flip
the
tongue.
They had the combination dancing shoe and running shoe.
What kind of shoe did you get?
Yeah, you got to go to the right aisle. Man.
Oh my God.
As-
It's not the pink one.
So from Pro Wings, I went to Red Wings.
Yeah, is that a good thing?
What a tasty affair that is.
Jamaica.
No, so shout out to San Diego for doing what they
Yeah.
do for the kids, and
Yeah, that's good.
they gave away over 1,000 pairs of shoes to San Diego youth. So good for them.
Yeah, that's cool.
So in soccer news, Lionel Messi, he won't need his shoes for a while. He suffered a knee injury earlier in Saturday's La Liga game at home and will now face 7 to 8 weeks on the sidelines. So, that's not good. Lionel Messi, one of the best soccer players out there in the world.
Probably right now the best.
Yeah, that. But you know who probably could give him a run for his money is Cristiano Ronaldo.
I thought you said Landon Donovan.
Ronaldo.
He's retired.
Yeah, he's done.
Really?
Cristiano Ronaldo, though, and Marcelo have taken their friendship to another level at Real Madrid, though.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they got their own little secret handshake.
Oh.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. Does it involve pulling down your shorts?
Yeah. Or pockets.
First, there was the bromance of Shaye and Larry.
Oh,
now
hey.
it's Cristiano and Marcelo.
Spreading like wildfire. And a bunch of flames everywhere.
In high school football news, a high school extra point ricochets off the referee's head, and it still goes through the uprights. That's a crazy story I read. Midland,
I saw that.
Midland Lee High School kicker Luis Aranda can thank the referee for helping his terrible extra point attempt to go right through the uprights. So what it was that this kick just wobbled as soon as he kicked it, and it hit the referee right in the head, and it went right into the uprights. I was like, damn, dude. I was like, first thing I thought, I was like, that referee is head strong. I hope he uses head and shoulders.
They should have told him, heads up.
The kicker said he made racial slurs. That's why he did it. Like on the other high school game.
In referee school, he was the head of his class. So, man, good for them, dude. In hockey news, during Thursday's preseason contest between the Montreal Canadiens and the Washington Capitals, Alexander Seaman found himself with some extra equipment.
What?
Yeah, TJ Oshie's stick.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, wait, what? Yeah, that's what I said. After a small collision, Oshie's stick got stuck in Seaman's uniform
Oh,
Oh,
man.
my
and
God.
stayed there for a while.
Wait. I'm sorry. What sport is this again?
Fencing?
Monica Lewinsky said, I have the record for that statement. Okay. Shout out to Bill Clinton.
I heard he bought the uniform on eBay.
I think.
It's never been dry cleaned.
Don't inhale the fume.
Ain't that the truth? In NBA news, the truth, Paul Pierce says his 18th professional season will be his last if his new team, the Los Angeles Clippers, win the 2016 NBA championship next June. He says, if we win this year, we win a championship, I'll probably be done with basketball, just to be honest. That's what Pierce said. Look, to be honest, your knees are done, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
They're saying he might not even play that much anyway with
Exactly.
the Clippers lineup. So.
Yeah.
Because they're
Get out of here.
fast,
Yeah,
dude.
he's just
Yeah.
mostly there for the leadership, veteran
Yeah, just
leadership, and all that
Like an
stuff,
extra
and-
coach.
Yeah.
He's a player coach. like
Extra
they used to have.
equipment.
I know, right?
He sits in the front with Doc Rivers.
He's going to hang out with Seaman just in case. And not the Navy guys.
Oh man.
Thunder forward Kevin Durant has been cleared to play without restriction after recovering from a foot injury. So
man.
he hasn't, these last few years, he was the top of the heap for a
He was
while.
an MVP, former MVP.
Yeah, I mean, he was
really
it.
sstay
Yeah, that's the thing, to stay
Deadly
healthy
shooter.
in this league. Yeah.
He should have been like one of those high jumpers, like in the Olympics, like for Kenya or something.
Kyrie Irving.
Irving.
Shout out to him. He's convinced he's going to be a dad.
Oh yeah.
And baby mama is smoking hot,
exactly.
son.
I see
Former
that, too.
Texas beauty queen. Hell, she was
Ooh.
fine, dude.
Yeah, there you
The
go.
Cleveland Cavaliers star filed court documents in Texas saying he impregnated 2010 Miss Texas United States Andrea Wilson. He's asking for a paternity test to make it. He's
He wants to make
asking for
sure.
the paternity test. Yes, that's how fine she is, bro.
We're gonna make
Yes.
some nice looking babies.
Yeah. As for child support, Irving said he wants to step up and cover everything the child needs, including medical care. I was like, wow.
He always
Good for him.
figures if I'm gonna get one,
Similac.
if I'm gonna get one pregnant, I figure you might as well, she might as well be a hot.
She's
smoking hot,
make her a hottie.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It tripped me out. Speaking of babies, though, in baseball news, Levi, the ballpark baby, is for better or worse a San Diego Padre for life. That's what happens when you're born at the stadium.
What happened to the baby? A baby was born.
A baby was born. Yes, you're automatically a member of the home team's family as long as they shall live. kid was born actually in the stadium.
Wow. And I heard he was conceived there, too.
In the stall.
In the right field section.
He should have been born at 49er Stadium.
During a
Levi.
7-inning stretch. Oh, some things were stretching at that point.
Yeah.
You know what? The fans were disappointed because they were hoping for a playoff berth instead. Sad news to report. We lost another icon in sports. Unfortunately, Yogi Berra, Hall of Famer catcher. He passed away. 10 World Series ring championship with the New York Yankees. Died earlier this week. He was 90 years old.
Damn, I didn't know, but he hung around.
Yeah, Berra's death. You know what? This is a crazy fact. His death came exactly 69 years after his major league debut.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, 69 years since he debuted on September 22nd, 1946.
I heard they're going to bury Yogi in a picnic basket. Is that true?
At Yellowstone?
You know what? That hurts. That gave me a boo-boo. Oh, man. Yogi Berra played in more World Series games than any other major leaguer and was a 3-time American League MVP. 15-time All-Star. Berra was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1972. And so our deepest condolences from the Bsidesports show team to the entire Berra family. His icon will be missed. For
the
real.
fat lady sung.
Yeah. Great news for a rookie who hit his first inside the park grand slam since 1999. Yeah, Philadelphia Phillies left fielder Aaron Altherr may be only a rookie, but he certainly made a name for himself Friday night against the Washington Nationals. During the top of the third inning with the bases loaded, the 24-year-old Altherr, he hit it out there.
Out there.
Yeah.
It wasn't Nelly?
He hit a liner into center field. And by the time, if the guy in center field would have caught it, it would have been a top 10 play on ESPN easy.
Overhead?
No, it went underneath.
Oh, okay.
So he dove for it, and it rolled all the way down to the wall. By the time, they made, so it was an inside the park home run.
Sometimes it just gets that certain angle or it hits where they have to chase it, and it's off.
Yeah, they say the center fielder, where'd it go? Is it out there?
Yeah, it's out there. Out there.
Turning.
What there over here?
Bring it back.
MLB's 10-team postseason field includes 2 wildcard clubs meeting in a 1-game playoff in each league, October 6th and 7th, for the right to compete in the best-of-5 division series. So it looks like the World Series right now, it's going to start getting underway pretty soon. So far, clinched playoff postseason berths, St. Louis Cardinals, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Chicago Cubs, and the Toronto Blue Jays. And the Kansas City Royals clinched their division, which is like the first ever. They've never clinched their division.
Really?
Ever. So congratulations to them.
Yeah, for sure.
What are the AL Central or something?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
so
that's
Dodgers are definitely going to be in the playoffs. They just don't know as far as what their position is going to be yet. So possibility they'll be taking on the Mets in the first round. So you guys ever wonder what MLB players really think?
Once in a while. Fernando Valenzuela, I always thought if he thought tacos or burritos tonight.
Well, in this one, we're going to talk about Big Papi. Because he filled out his answers on this thing called What the Blank. Yeah, so let's go ahead and let's talk about his answers real quick. So here's what he had put down. One person I hope never retires. He said John Farrell.
John Farrell.
I don't know who John Farrell is.
Is that the guy who does the ice cream shops? Like you get and the sirens come. Drakk took me there, I think, once.
The one that tap dance your Sunday to?
It is his birthday. He's getting older.
It's not Will Ferrell either, apparently. So they asked him best uniforms in sports belong to. Of course, he said us, the Red Sox.
You gotta say that.
Favorite sport team growing up was the Bulls.
Really?
Yeah.
For like the running of the.
Where you're from, Papi? I don't know.
Pamplona.
If I could change one rule in my sport, it would be no check swing counts. I was like, all right. Best song lyric of all time. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Of course, Papi's going to love that.
Yeah,
Because he likes potatoes.
All right. All right. So here we go. I'm going to ask you guys a couple to see what you think he put.
Oh, okay.
So my guilty pleasure song of the moment is Shaye. What do you think?
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Oh, a good one.
How about that?
What do you think?
Eat it.
You know what it was? His answer was, I like big butts and I cannot lie.
That's close enough. You can eat that.
In a movie about my life, okay, remember, this is Big Papi. In a movie about my life, the actor I would want to play me is, Shaye, who do you think?
I think you would say Sidney Poitier.
Oh, good answer.
Anthony Anderson.
He'd put Denzel.
Wow.
Get out
Stretching a little bit there.
Yeah, Denzel would be stretching.
Top of, yeah, that's right.
Maybe more like what's the dude with the one eye? Kind of,
Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker, there you go. Oh, that's a good
With
one.
his black neck.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Right there.
Forrest Whitaker.
Black neck like Forrest Whitaker.
Big Papi. Here goes. If I'm at an all-you-can-eat buffet, the first thing I'm going for is, Shaye?
The dessert.
I would have thought that too. What do you think?
Calamari.
He's the coach at Kentucky, I think. Fried chicken.
What's he doing at the buffet?
Fried chicken. That's his answer,
Oh,
man.
really?
Yeah, dude. Me gusta el pollo.
Pollo
Me gusta
frito.
el pollo frito.
Oh,
Here
dame
we
más,
go.
papi.
Last one. My dream job, if I wasn't an athlete, would be. Shaye, what do you think?
Shoe salesman.
That'd be a pretty good one.
Professional.
Pretty good,
Yeah.
dude. There's always need for that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, your pata, they didn't like, man.
They call him Big Pata.
They call me big pata.
Because he has a foot fetish, I think.
What do you think? What do you think?
Teaching Zumba.
Oh, he's got rhythm.
Right.
You know what he wants to have rhythm in? Being a porn star. Whoa!
Oh, is that what he said?
That's what he said.
Oh.
A porn star.
Wait, dude, I want to see him.
Who your Bobby? Who your Bobby? That's what I said. Look at porn star, bro.
That's some throw up stuff right there, man. That's some sick.
No more, Poppy. No.
Hey,
He
well,
meant to write popcorn.
everybody is everybody is glad that he's a baseball player.
That's
Keep
a-
doing your thing.
That's a pop fly, Poppy. We're having way too much fun here at the B-Side Sports Show, and you guys are tuned in listening to Shaye, Whitey, Eric J, myself, Ralph Figueroa. Remember, you guys can find us on all our social media at B-Side Sports Show, and we're also on YouTube at B-Side Channel. So with that being said, we're going to move on to our next topic. We want to find out about whose birthday it is this week. So go ahead, hit it, Drakk.
Ow.
You better have a good time on your birthday. That's kind of the written
They
rule.
say it's your bath day.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, you take a shower.
Thank you, your birthday.
You gotta
Because you're hanging out with big patas. That's what
Smelly
it is.
feet.
So here at the B-Side Sports Show, we like to always say it's always
somebody's birthday.
Eric J. Take it away, my good sir.
Thank you. We got start on the 27th, which is tomorrow.
All right.
We're going to start with sportscaster Dick Chap.
Oh,
Yes, a.k.a. Chafee Chorizo.
does he have a chapstick with him? by any
Yeah, I
chance?
think they make something for that at the drugstore. You can find.
It has two initials, a K and a Y.
Does it have herpacillin in it?
Once a month. Get a Breva. Also celebrating birthday on the 27th. We got Indian cricketer Lak Shimpathy. Hey, Lak Shimpathy is a cold bastard. He is.
I imagine that.
You know him?
Yeah. Well,
Knows you?
I know a lot of them.
Also celebrating birthday, we got NBA player Ed Gray. And I believe he's actually turning 49, so I believe Gray is a shade under 50.
Uy, está viejito.
He's looking for you, Shaye.
Oh,
He's
the
a gray
Grays.
fox. He's cute.
Silva. Also celebrating the birthday, we got WNBA player Tajama Abrams. Yes, Tajama was actually named by combining her mom's name Tanya with her favorite clothing, which is kind of ironic compared to her brother, who's combined his dad's name as Myron and his favorite clothing. He's named them My Draws.
She was conceived at a Tajama party.
Zippers.
Uy.
Do they tell him eat my draws?
Huh, yellow and blue make green. Said zippers, bro.
YKK sponsored. Celebrating the birthday on the 28th, we got CFL player Jock Climby, aka Get Off My Nuts.
Climb up
It
my
hoits.
jock.
It hoits.
He's a jock climbing jock.
Yeah.
We also got Korean golfer Repack, aka Damaged Goods. Also celebrating the birthday on the 28th, we got Australian rower Yanis Hooker, aka Sodomy the Streetwalker.
Oh man, I think I seen that movie.
They bring their own paddles.
She walks backwards in those heels. We also got a birthday on the 28th, Ecuadorian soccer player George Guagua, also known as George the Joke Judge. Guagua.
That's his best sex move. Quack, quack.
That's when the horn comes out.
Oh, no. He tap dances.
Why is the bow spinning? Celebrating a birthday on the 29th, we got Japanese gymnast Masawa Takemoto, a.k.a. the Bike Bandit.
Takemoto.
I know a lot of them.
Also celebrating a birthday, we got NFL player Butler Binati, a.k.a. the Sexual Servant.
Ooh. Does he dress up in a suit and tie and everything?
And that's it.
In a cummerbund.
A dickie.
Emphasis on the cumber.
Just- He's like, why does your jacket look like a priest? Turn the collar around. Also, we celebrating their birthday. We got NBA player Hershey Hawkins, a.k.a. the Chocolate Chiseler.
He's got a sweet tooth.
He's got a brother named Hershey Highway.
You got to go through the tunnel to get there.
Is that a back entrance? Kind of. No. Hershey
Detour.
Highway.
He always had to come in the back entrance to his games. He never let him in the front.
No grass on the field, play in the mud. Again.
Yogi Bear said that, I think. Shouts out to him. Celebrating a birthday on the 30th of September, we got volleyball player Ed Drakk, a.k.a. Producer Prickle. Shout out to my boy Spelling.
Drakk spelling.
Drakk itch spelling.
Celebrating a birthday, also we got cricketer Chandra Kant Handy. And if Chandra Kant Handy, she better damn swallow. Also celebrating birthday on the 30th, we got MLB player Jeremy Giambi, a.k.a. Not Jason.
Not Jason.
Not Jason.
Shout out,
Not Jason to him. Celebrating the birthday on the 1st of October, we got MLB player Mark McGuire, the original Bacon Neck. We also got World Football League player Malcolm Shoal. Malcolm Shoal actually plays center, so I guess Malcolm is in the middle. The center.
Shoal your mouth. Shoal your mouth.
Show your mouth. Show your mouth, son. We also got MLB player Roberto Kelly. And yeah, R. Kelly is known for his RBI as compared to the other R. Kelly is known for his effed up eye.
Pee on you.
Or his urination.
I want to pee on you.
His urination skills.
I want to pee on you.
Beep, beep, girl. Beep, beep, girl.
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep. Birthday on the 2nd of October. We got racehorse trainer Steve Penrod. And Penrod is actually an author, but currently he's suffering from writer's cock. Penrod.
The pen is mightier than the Viagra. In case you needed to know.
Also celebrated birthday on the 2nd, we got NFL player Ricky Bell. And not to be confused with the other Ricky Bell from Bell Biv DeVoe, which often happens, and people often say, oops, I thought you were him.
That girl is poison.
I thought it was him. Rounding off birthdays on October the 3rd, we got German soccer player Gerald Asmoa, a.k.a. Kiss Ass.
Wah, wah.
Where is he at?
They're celebrating together.
He's thirsty. Go find wah, wah.
Go to Ecuador.
Meet him at the bar.
Also, we got French fencer Christian Diariola. Diariola translated is actually called from the nip.
Oh.
Diariola.
I had the diarrheola the other day.
It's from the nip. Diariola.
That's when I went to that burger joint.
Yeah, man, I eat too much of this.
The chili cheese fries came back out.
Yeah.
They're fierce.
Sideways.
Also celebrating a birthday on the 3rd, we got MLB player Dennis Eckersley, the MLB's pedophile.
Oh.
He's always got the. Actually, I found out when he took off his hat on his farewell, his wig came off with it. It was attached
It was
to the
sewn
hat.
in. It was sewn into the hat, huh?
And rounding off birthdays,
He had a sweet mullet. Can you say sweet? You have to say sweet.
you have to say sweet with that. Him and
Right.
Bosworth.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Or that guy that used to play with the first base for the Phillies. What the hell was his name? You know what I'm talking
Mike
about?
Schmidt? No.
Pete Rose.
Rose.
Rico Suave. he had a mulletino.
Who was that rabbit? John Krug.
Don
There you go.
Truck. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And
What
rounding
happened to
off
that
birthdays on the 3rd, we got Peruvian soccer player Claudio Pizarro.
Oh.
Yeah, and if I believe, he actually has a brother named Lou from Operation Repo. The only difference is that this Peruvian soccer star, Claudio Pizarro, actually achieves his goals. And that's it for birthdays this week.
Oh, man. Happy birthday to
Happy
those
birthday
cats,
from the
man.
B-Side Sports Show team.
Especially
Hell
the
yeah.
wah-wah.
Wow. Wah, wah.
Happy birthday, wah wah.
Woo, we're having way too much fun here at
much.
the B-Side Sports Show. You guys remember, you can find us on all our social media at B-Side Sports Show, and then we're on the B-Side channel on YouTube. So be sure to find us. You can find Eric, Jay, Shaye, Whitey, and myself, Ralph Figueroa. So let's move on to our next topic because we want to find out who's in trouble.
Yeah.
Go ahead, hit it, Drakk.
That was for you.
Welcome to the Who's in Trouble, brought to you by Adams Bail Bonds. Go ahead, drink it up, have a good time. Call Adams Bail Bonds, 888. You're in trouble.
Formerly Aladdin.
It's his younger brother. So, Shaye Whitey, who do you have to talk about and who's in trouble this
All
week?
right. Well, first to start in football with the Minnesota Vikings. Their mascot a little bit trouble because he's kind of out of a job right now, and it had to do with his negotiating skills. His name is Ragnar. He's this Viking dude. He's got this big, huge beard. He wears the Viking helmet. And he's got the whole get up and all that.
He has that what is it, like a rabbit skin?
Yeah, some type of fur thing that
No
he
offense to
wears.
Rabbit.
Yeah, he doesn't like him. He's glad he's gone. No,
But also he moonlights as the guy from the Harry Potter series, or was it?
And Capital One commercials.
Oh yeah, yeah. he
What's
looks
in your
basically like
wallets?
that. Yeah, or like.
Well, apparently not a
Lord of the
contract
Rings.
for you there, Ragnar.
Yeah, not good. He's actually been there for 21 years, so and they liked what he did, but basically when it came time to renegotiate, he tried to do it himself, and maybe he should have let someone else handle it because he asked for 20,000 per game. That was his starting point.
Oh my God.
10-year contract he asked for. Last season, you know what he made last season?
How much?
1,500
For the whole season?
for one
And
season.
he wants 20,000 a game.
He wanted 20,000 per game.
Mascot is Mass Not.
Yes.
I mean, he made 1,500 per game last season, but it's still a huge jump. So he goes, "Oh, I'm not I've never written a contract. That's not what I do."
Apparently.
Yeah, and he says I manufacture sharpening equipment.
It's like, hey, Vikings aren't exactly known for their math skills. Just,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly. He's all, I was just trying to stay with the
Put
theme,
him on the
you know?
boat.
How about you steer a boat there, Cappy?
Yeah, he tried to stay in character by not knowing.
And get the
anything about it.
offensive line to roll.
He's a horny guy with that hat, though.
He could be Flavor Flav.
They said he
Crazy.
does stuff like he dances with the cheerleaders and stuff like that. So he's asking, come
Except
on.
for when they're on their Ragnars.
yeah.
And Norse is Nordic.
but
Shout
he,
out
say-
to Vikings.
he says what he does for a living. Normally, he manufactures sharpening equipment, and that doesn't sound good for that.
Not like, in other words, he puts tips on your pencils.
Yeah.
They call him Stabby McGee.
So he's basically he's
Iron Mike Sharp.
Shannon Sharp was his other favorite player.
Which was the one with the broken neck?
Just hopefully he keeps those sharp objects away from the cheerleaders over there.
Got him hanging like Duck Powell.
Same thing with Aaron Fernandez or Hernandez. He shouldn't stay away from the sharp objects too.
But now his goose is cooked.
But the fans are actually asking for him. Where's Ragnar? Where's Ragnar? We want Ragnar. His real name is Jurinich or something. So maybe
God,
Ragnar.
God.
Ragnar Jurinich? No, I don't know.
Damn.
Doesn't sound good. Huh? Sounds like some type of disease.
Either way, his job don't sound right. Any drunk guy could get that job.
When you're on your Ragnar, it itches.
Yeah.
Real. So
So, so good luck to that guy. And if he doesn't, he's gonna get that sharpening equipment, and somebody.
well,
is
if
in
not,
trouble.
we'll see him on the Capital One
Yeah,
commercial.
we'll
So
see
good
him.
for him.
So and then in another example of somebody with their silly Twitter, we're in the age of Twitter. So these athletes, since they have access, they go and they tweet some dumb stuff and get themselves into a little bit of trouble. Jay Hayes from Notre Dame, he actually tweeted complaining about his own coach on Twitter.
What the hell?
He deleted it right away, but he's already out next game. They're not playing him, so I guess let that be a lesson.
What an idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And the coach even said I'm not going to be one of those coaches where we're just going to take it away from you. You can't tweet. They need to learn how to be responsible with having
With social media.
Yeah,
no,
because
that's
once they're
something
out
they
of
gotta learn.
college,
Yeah, they got to learn in the professional.
Yeah.
They
How to
actually have
separate.
people for publicity and stuff like that, public relations.
Public relations people.
But yeah, hey, you know what? Keep making mistakes because you're gonna wind up on our segment.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, dude.
exactly.
Keep
Fuck up.
tweeting. Keep tweeting. You
Keep
know what?
tweeting.
How about you guys do a little bit of sniffy sniff and a little
Yeah.
Red Bull and just see what happens.
Play Rock and Robin and tweet.
Put hashtag bad decisions on it.
It's like when remember Larry Nance had that tweet about Kobe back in the day.
Who, Larry Nance?
Larry Nance Jr. He called him a rapist on a
Oh.
tweet. Yeah, and that resurfaced once he got drafted. So it was
He
another
said he was a
thing.
therapist.
Yeah.
You only count the rapist.
Well, he said he was a rapper, but he didn't know what was the present tense for it.
He tried to say he's the best rapper.
Yeah.
He's the rappest of all.
He's the rappest of all time.
He meant rapper because he heard a song that he did. That's why he liked it.
Maybe he tried to tweet rabbit.
Who else you got?
The UCLA program may be in a little bit of trouble only because recently there's been these former players that have been kind of criticizing the program, and now they're criticizing the new coach, Steve Alford. One of them is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and he on some radio show he made a lot of bad comments. Basically, and when you look at it, it's all about coaching. But the thing is, people are saying is that his reason for doing that is he was trying to lobby for the job. I guess when it was open, when Ben Howland when they got rid of him. So I think he's just bitter that he didn't get the job.
You know what? Kareem was high when he said that.
No, I personally think it's because Kareem is a Chevy and Steve's all Ford.
but like with these kids.
Good thing there wasn't a Dodge involved.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ram.
He sure dodged that one.
P. Diddy did.
P. Diddy.
But they're looking, and Bill Walton was another one that had criticized before. So, but it's like these kids hear these remarks, and when they're deciding where to go, they're going to hear these things. They're going to go, "Oh, why should I go there?" Because basically, he said they're not good teachers.
Tell Garrett Top to shut up. Go attend to your son Luke.
Cool hand Luke at that.
Eat an egg.
Because that's how his shot was. It was cool handed.
You got your Ben Howland and you got your Steve Alford. That was my Bill Walton.
Oh my God.
I was like,
I thought I was gonna like. I thought you were doing Corky.
I was like, did he say
Corky.
He's that movie with Johnny Knoxville. He's he did my CD, he scratched it and broke it.
It's like, when did you put all those marbles in your mouth?
That's not how you do Brando.
Man, I'm an uppercut.
That's the worst dice clay ever.
Hey, how you doing?
Nice clay.
Jack and Jill. Went up to you. Hey.
No.
250.
Closer Jonathan Papelbon. He's suspended for Jonathan Papelbon. You remember he used to play for the Red Sox and a few
I
different
think my
teams.
daughter got a shot for that.
Papelbon, yeah. Papelbon. You have Papelbon?
I ate one of those at the mall. They're delicious.
Oh, yeah, those are
At the Apple Pan.
That's his sister Cinnabon.
It's a knockoff.
It's Cindy, but they use the Papelbon and knock it together. It's Cinnabon.
Yeah, he threw the ball at Manny Machado, but usually, you just get kicked out of that game. But he's actually suspended 3 games because they just seen how obvious it was.
Well, he confused him. He thought he heard Macho, and then it was Machado.
He turned them into machaca.
Thought he said horchata.
You better shut the fuck up.
That sounds like a number 3 at Alberto's.
That's what you tell a hooker to shut up. Horchata the fuck up.
Then we got a former professional baseball MLB player, Lance Berkman. If you guys remember,
Is he the magician?
Berkman? No.
Makes a Statue of Liberty. No,
It's not Lance Armstrong either. It's Lance Berkman.
no, he's got both testicles.
I bet you he wishes that tweet disappeared. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he played for the Astros, the Yankees, the Cardinals. But anyway, there's this law going through in Houston where they're basically going to allow, from the LGBT community, they're going to allow them to actually use the same restrooms as, like a female, like say like Caitlyn would be able to use the
What is
women's
it? LG?
restroom.
Is it large guys and buff tomboys? What is it?
No, that's in another state.
I didn't know what it is. What is it?
No, that's for another show that we have.
LBGT?
No.
That sounds like a really slow car.
Yeah, so
It's like a Prius of some sort.
For low gas.
It's a GT, but it's LB. Does it come from Long Beach?
Snoop drives it.
Is that one of the cars that they have in Grand Theft Auto?
They buried Nate Dogg in it.
Just like that little scooter called the Faggio. That's what they call the scooters. They call them the Faggios. The Faggio.
It's a Fiat.
No, it's a Faggio.
Yeah. Up your fungo.
So anyway, he's there's some like group over there in Houston. They're called Hero of Houston Equal Rights Ordinance, I guess. So they're calling for all these boycotts and talking all this crap about what he said. But the thing is, like, you can't. They're trying to teach tolerance for all that, but basically that's not what he believes in. It's just, people have their different beliefs, and he had it like a good point. Like his quote was, what did he say? He said, the ordinance Proposition 1 would allow troubled men to enter women's public bathrooms, showers, and locker rooms. This would violate their privacy and put them in harm's way. And he has a little bit of a point. And
because he has nothing but daughters, I read somewhere.
Yeah, he has a wife,
Like
he has daughters.
4 daughters.
He has all daughters. So.
Well, those people that want to tolerate that, bring the Confederate flag back.
Yeah.
See what you got to say now. Well, here's a flying fine car.
Hey, it says LBGT on the side. Oh, that's what they meant.
That's for Bo and Luke.
He does not want his family sharing a restroom with Caitlin. He just doesn't. He's in the
No,
Sims.
dude.
I don't think anybody really does. For that matter, but-
Give him the handicap stall.
Yeah, she should have her own everywhere she goes. Just have her own.
You can look
Nobody
her
wants
up
to see
on
that.
chickswithdicks.com/Caitlin.
You might not be able to unsee that. It's
And
like
wussies with pussies.
Yeah, it's unfortunate though, but it's unfortunate. You know, they preach have tolerance, but at the same time, they also attack people that are against it because of their beliefs, and that's kind of wrong in the same way. So, he has a little bit of a point, but we'll see what happens with that. He's probably going to get lose his whatever. He's doing like some broadcasting.
They're not
But he's involved with
attack us.
charities. He's involved with charities and all that stuff too. So it's not like he's just some out there in Vegas gambling with the hookers and talking.
Well, I'd rather hang out with them.
Oh yeah, no.
Now you're talking about a game.
It's probably 'cause maybe he accidentally got one time.
You got a
an
hooker?
LGBT. No, him, Lance.
Oh, I thought you
I was
did.
like, whoa.
Hey, Shaye, you got an LGBTA? Does that have bacon in it?
That sounds delish. Is there avocado?
That's extra.
Wow, 50 cents? No way.
No way.
He went bankrupt.
Vitamin.
Wah wah.
And then you remember when we talked about the
Vitamin Wawa.
Happy
50
birthday,
cent.
happy birthday.
Aguacate.
Hey, you remember when we talked about the referee that got taken out by those high school players?
Oh, yeah.
The mullet boy.
Well, one of the assistant coaches, the one that they claimed claimed ordered it or whatever, he's already resigned.
The one who ordered the hit?
Yeah, ordered the hit basically.
That's
Yeah,
pretty good, dude.
Yeah, he resigned.
This is what I want you to do, huh?
Yeah.
I want you to go take out the referee, huh? We're ordering the hit. You got the green light, huh? Go ahead and do it.
I told you to take them out. Dad, you clipped them.
You click.
I think he was Mexican though, so I think.
Oh, yeah,
Why?
mijo.
Because he had the
So how do you say it
across the
then?
chest.
So how did it go now?
Because he went, epa, chingas, cabrón. Dice, mira, hijo, mira, Telma, chinga, mira.
He was trying to behead him.
If he was Salvadoran, says, metatelo, bo, metatelo. Eso está sobao.
Dale vergajos.
Vergajo. Gargajo or vergajo.
Bueno,
Either way, es lo mismo, es lo mismo.
Los dos escupen.
Yeah, because they're gonna get
Benny.
sued. They're gonna get sued like crazy because the referee was saying, "Hey, look at me, I'm not," because they're claiming he had made racist remarks. He even sent pictures showing himself. My best man was black, and my great grandmother was from Mexico. I can't be racist.
If you gotta show
I know,
pictures to
that's what I'm
defend
saying,
yourself,
like,
you're probably guilty, dude.
No, that's the thing. He probably did it, but I think he's just trying to milk because he's gonna try to get a lot of money out of this. Is what it is.
Yeah,
so.
he's gonna sue the school district or something like that.
And he's already talking about all the injuries he has, his elbow, turf elbow, and all kinds of stuff that
Really?
Get outta here.
he's gonna milk it for what it's worth now. So.
Like, you know what? They should settle out of court for like $25 to clean his uniform, and that's about it.
Yeah. Get out.
How about you get some Tide with bleach? How about that? And quit being such a bleach, bro.
Yeah.
Suck it up, homie. Don't be a little bleach.
He says his penalty hurts.
According to the Bleacher Report, quit being a beach.
Son of a bleach.
Bleach.
And then finally, there's actually a rumor going that they're saying Tom Brady might actually still serve a suspension at some point this year. So we'll see what happens with that.
Him?
That'll
For
affect
what?
a lot. For the
That whole
deflate
Deflategate?
gate. It won't
Still?
go away. It just won't go away. The deflate gate won't.
Just like herpes,
I
they won't go
know.
away.
Keep 'em
it's
coming.
here.
They're here forever.
The
Call a
deflated
bream again.
deflated balls will haunt you every time. Will come back to haunt you. That's what it is.
Oh my God. He needs to
Shrunken
pump you up.
balls will just.
I think I had that at Happy Walk yesterday.
Yeah.
Shrunken balls. They call it okra.
I thought he was
They
gonna
had
say.
teriyaki sauce.
I thought he was gonna say. I think I had that since I was a kid. Yeah.
There was a cream cheese filling in it. That was weird.
Hey, Shaye's a cream cheese filling.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah. And that's it this weekend. Who's in trouble? Huh?
This week, Who's in Trouble? Brought to you by the B-Side Sports Show team. Good stuff, Shaye. As
dude.
always, man. You guys are tuning in, listening to the B-Side Sports Show. And, of course, you can find us on the social media, which is Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff at B-Side Sports Show, and on YouTube at B-Side Channel. So be sure to find us there and our SoundCloud as well. So we're going to move on to our next topic because we want to find out what happened this week in sports history. Hit it, right?
What we're gonna do right here is go back. Way back. Back in time. Sometimes you get up.
Sometimes you get down.
Get up and get down.
Sometimes you're just stuck in the middle.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you get down and you don't want to get up.
Stuck in the middle.
Stuck in the middle. Yeah, the way you said it, dude.
Wow.
I had to go to the Michael Jackson. I
Yeah.
had to switch.
He said, I'm a man witch. Whoa.
Which way, man?
So what do we got, man, this week in sports history? Eric
Yes.
J., take it away, brother.
Thank you. We're going to start in 1659. We're going to go way back. Peter Stuyvesant of New Netherlands forbids playing tennis during religious services. This is actually the first time tennis is mentioned in the U.S. And part of his speech says Peter starts with Does anybody know what's tennis? In which someone responded, 2 5s? What's tennis? Tennis 2 5s.
Or I thought it was with a P.
We got to rally that point right now.
Yeah, for sure. You're getting them low love.
That's nothing but 40 love.
In 1881, the Chicago Cubs beat Troy 10-8 before a record small crowd of 12. And I had more people around me at my proctologist.
Oh, they call them the Dirty Dozen.
With an M&M part of that group, they rap.
No, they were serving M&Ms in the concession stands.
Lee Marvin. Part of the Dirty Dozen.
D12. That's what division they were in at the time. D12. Before they got to D1.
Is that a bra size?
I hope so.
Yeah.
That's the combo number that Eric always orders. Give me number D12.
At Dodger Stadium. It comes with
Super
2
size.
dogs.
Is that a Pizza Hut? I want a D12 with everything on it.
Comes with the chef.
Extra cheese, please. What do you got, man?
In 1919, Babe Ruth hits his first home run in Washington's ballpark en route to homering in every stadium that season. Ruth later commented, there are 2 things that I love doing in opposing ballparks. Hitting dingers and dipping my zingers in their water fountain.
Ooh, wawa.
Wawa.
Soil
man.
their wawas.
That's right. Babe Ruth. He does it all.
Like to put my Nathan's hot dog in everybody.
In 1930, the White Sox first baseman Bud Clancy doesn't handle the ball at all in 9 innings. Clancy later responds with them telling him about it and says, "Are you kidding me? It was so boring out there. That's all I did was play with my balls."
I was balls deep.
Good thing I have pockets on these uniforms.
I was knuckles deep in the inning.
In 1932, during the World Series in Chicago, Babe Ruth points his bat towards center field in his famous called shot. When in fact he was actually pointing at the Nathan's hot dog guy.
The stand was up there.
Give me 2.
What?
No, because he seen that it was gone. They moved it already. He's, where is it?
He's always over there.
In fact, I'm gonna get his attention for you. I'm gonna hit it right to him real quick. He's right there.
The guy with he wrapped $1 around the ball.
Why did it have mustard only on the ball? How did he do that?
Get the guy with the straw hat. In 1936, NFL teams Brooklyn and Boston play a penalty-free game. In the final, Brooklyn 7, Boston 3. That's deaths. Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
No penalties.
no penalties called that.
In
Let him
1942,
go.
the New York Americans NHL team folds, mostly because even in 1942, the only New York Americans were immigrants,
And they were folding laundry instead.
starting the mob.
Ah. Meh.
Wah.
See?
In 1955, NBC broadcast the first World Series in color, and White America at the time says, "Hey, Pa, adjust the TV antenna a bit. I still see some dark colors." White America at the time. Tom Brokaw had it wrong.
It was a different time.
Broke off. He broke off some right there.
In 1970, baseball umpires called their first strike, and MLB managers say, "It's about time." Call the first strike.
You haven't been doing it all season.
These games last forever.
Yeah.
Where's my boy Blue?
In 1977, Eva Shane is the first woman to referee a heavyweight boxing championship bout, and it's also the first time to have a knockout before the fight starts. Oh, kind of sexy up in the blue shirts.
Sounds like some of the domestic violence cases we talk about. Shout out to Ray Rice. He's a knockout with his wife.
In 1977, the Dodgers' Dusty Baker hits his 30th home run to join 3 other Dodgers, and Dusty's 30 home run feat was also called Dirty for 30. Dusty.
He's a Dusty Baker. He's a Dusty Baker.
Yeah, all his breads are
Dusty.
his roll.
His roll.
In 1986, a record 23,000 people start a marathon in Mexico, with majority being other Mexicans who thought they were all going to finally conquer that border. In 1987, the NFL players strike. Just ask Ray Rice's fiance.
Zing.
Zing! Call Babe Ruth. Zingas. In 1988, the Minnesota Twins are the first to break the 3 million in attendance, which isn't fair by the Twins because it's 2 of them.
It's the tale of 2 cities.
Attendance is double,
The only place that got it like that was Sodom and Gomorrah.
and they broke.
Yeah.
That place was on fire. Shout out to the Old Testament
and the Sodomites.
and the Saturdays. Still practicing today, by the way.
Oh.
And also in 1988, Mike Tyson destroys his furniture. When asked why, Mike responded, "I don't know. I have so much hate. I knew the love seat was in trouble."
Yeah, I think
He called it the
last week.
hate seat.
The hate seat.
He just had a bad month that
Yeah,
year.
man, well, he was on his period. I hope he's not here.
He's on his
Oh, no,
on his Rangor.
Ragnar.
Ragnar.
In
Throw in the Ragnar already.
all my Ragnar man.
No more towel. I throw in the Ragnar instead.
Soak up the blood. 1996, New York Yankee Jim Leyritz is the second catcher to wear a hockey mask for protection. The first one, Jason Voorhees. But he catches victims. And finally, in 1996, the Orioles' Roberto Alomar spits on an umpire. You remember that?
Oh, I remember that.
You remember that? And
Yeah.
actually, his punishment was a 5-game suspension and AIDS. And,
Stay positive, homie.
and that's it for sports history.
Oh, good stuff, man.
This week in sports history brought to you by the Bsidesports Show team and Eric J. Man, good stuff, dude.
Thank you, thank
Remember,
you.
you guys are tuning in, listening to Bside Sports Show. You can find us on all the social media. Let's move on to the next topic because we want to find out where are they now. Hit it, Drakk.
Where are they now? How I miss those companions who walk the canyons of the night by my
Side. Oh, it was so beautiful. We were singing. We're having a great time because we want to find out where are they now.
Tell me, Shaye.
Where are they now?
Demon.
Well, I still haven't found my companions that walk through the canyons yet, but
They're in Lytle Creek.
yeah.
Call search and rescue.
Oh no, that might cost you $1.
But it was earlier we were talking about that was pretty fun earlier, by the way, with the Big Poppy stuff. We were answering the question. That was fun.
That was pretty
Right.
dope.
Yeah. I was surprised I came up with answers that quick. It was just like, damn, I felt like, oh man, I felt nervous, but I think I got through it.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I
all right,
thought
so-
you sharded.
Yeah, I sharded.
I may have peed a little.
Good thing all this stuff's right
Oh,
here.
thank God I'm wearing my Depends.
Yeah. But anyway, speaking of him though, because remember they first won his first World Series back in 2004, and that was when they first got rid of the curse that they called it, the curse of the Bambino.
Yeah.
And so in 2004, and one of his teammates, remember Manny Ramirez?
Oh yeah.
Manny Ramirez, and he was like pretty infamous too. Remember, people used to always talk about Manny being Manny because he used to have a lot of antics.
He
that
had
he would do.
dreadlocks under his arms.
Yeah.
I remember that.
They used to come out the side of his jock strap. Ooh.
They even came out. Yeah, he had his anus. And everything.
It's like, hey, it looks like a trapped tarantula's in there.
Who's he sitting on? Bob Marley?
Buffalo Soldier for real.
It's another one of those guys that just looked like he didn't smell too great if you sat next to him. I'm like, oh no,
Yeah.
let me sit down here on the bench a little bit further or something. You know?
Yeah, why you smell weird?
Yeah.
Go make me some jerk turkey.
Manny Ramirez hooked up with that handy chick, and they started Handy Manny. Good for them. Happy birthday to her.
But yeah, remember he was also a former Dodger. He played for the Dodgers at one point.
Yeah,
He played
I
for
remember
a few
him.
different
And,
teams.
and that was when they had the hat thing with the dreads kind of popping out. That was like a
Yeah.
huge.
Oh no! That was Dennis Eckersley.
They had the stash. It was stash night.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's what
It was or it was YMCA night.
Hey, shouts out to the construction guy.
So-
Again.
who's no longer with us,
Yeah,
I don't
no,
think, right? Like,
But we got a sub for tour.
he's working up in heaven, constructing stuff up there now.
Maybe
Maybe
to call him God the Builder.
maybe working on somebody's plumbing. Ugh. Maybe the biker.
Maybe he's in the canyon.
I
in
heard
the
he
night.
likes loud pipes.
The plumber. Isn't there a plumber?
Yeah, it's called Super Mario.
He goes down a hole.
Rudy
Rudy Maldonado. Rudy Maldonado. Didn't he play for the Dodgers?
yeah, the Dodgers. He was popular when he came here.
Yeah, man.
No, Manny was. I don't know about what.
Yeah, Manny was
but
pretty popular.
Yeah,
when
he
he came
was.
here, he was like everybody was happy. But then he ended up also being named in he got tested positive at one point though
For the
Oh,
Peds.
For the Peds.
performance. Yeah,
Peds,
man.
They were dumb like Peds dispensers.
So that sucks. That's always gonna like kind of blemish people's careers, and from there his career never really, it just kind
We
of.
just asked Greg Popovich. He got blemished up.
Not even Noxzema can help at this point, sir.
So,
Call him mommy. Wrap him up. He's done.
Proactive said, no, we're deactive at this point. No way. No way, Pop.
No way you're going to do Freddy Krueger 12.
Snap, crackle, Popovich.
Popovich, man. I just got a sick vision.
I know, right?
No,
You got
anyway,
sick Vic right now?
Sick vision.
You got sick Vic's vision.
That's another sick vision in my head when you mention that guy. So anyway, Manny Ramirez now he's actually back. Surprisingly he's back into the baseball fold, and he started out. He's actually working for the Cubs, Chicago Cubs minor league organization.
Really?
And he was actually on the roster. So he was actually a player coach. So he was helping hitting instruction, and he was also on the roster. As a player coach for the minor league team, and then now he's actually helping the major league squad who just clinched, right? Didn't the Cubs just?
They did.
He's actually an assistant hitting coach for the main roster now.
Well, it's probably because of his dreadlocks. That's why he's on the roster.
Yeah, on the roster.
Speaking of really quick on touching on that subject, on where are they now? Remember Kobayashi?
That's from Usual Suspects. Yes.
No, remember the hot dog eating champion
champion.
for.
Oh yeah.
So the other day they had this thing over in Chicago because obviously then they think they have the curse of the goat, right? So they had this thing where they invited Kobayashi and they had all these Cub fans and they had him eat a goat. And he was just
alive or
Yeah.
No,
that scared
because
me.
Peter would have got really mad at that one.
Yeah,
so.
I don't think that would have
He
went
didn't
over
do it,
too well.
but they said he let his nanny do it.
Yeah, that wouldn't have made good TV. I don't
They told him he was the goat. He didn't get he was going to eat a goat, not the greatest of all time.
Oh, Kujay was there.
You wanted to eat Michael Jordan.
You juicy mouthed it. So they ate a goat to try to hopefully reverse the curse of the goat. And they become the goat again. How about that? They
That's
become
nice.
the greatest of all time.
Sacrificial. Now, what's the pentagram for?
Why are we praying to the other god downstairs?
How come
That's
there's black
weird.
candles?
Who invited the New Jersey Devils?
Why do girls have black lipstick on?
Why is Aleister Crowley here?
Why is Marilyn Manson playing in the back?
Why are we listening to Led Zeppelin? Whoa.
Well, how come we all wearing black trench coats? Like, I don't get it.
My crotch's panties are black.
There's Heathers is on TV.
My favorite movie's The Craft. Take
Take it away, Shaye.
Having too much fun, man.
Oh, too much. Yeah, anyway, and he also he doesn't have the dreads anymore. Actually, maybe that helped him out. I think the steroid gets caught in it. They have to get it out of there, so they take it
It was
off.
dreadful.
Yeah, he didn't want to get popped on a test again.
Now he's on a court. It's a court drama called Judge Dredd.
And then speaking of another former champion from that year, remember they used to call themselves the Idiots? Remember that? I don't know if you remember that in 2004.
Oh, you're talking
They
about
beat
my brothers?
were they Red Sox fans? But they used to, they came back against the Yankees from a 3-0 deficit. Remember that was that year, and Johnny Damon was another one.
Oh yeah.
And remember he had the long hair and he looked like but
That's when they all had kind of crazy hair.
yeah.
He looked like one of the guys from Color Me Bad. Remember that?
Yeah.
The George Michael guy.
Dream on.
Yeah, he said
Dream away.
he broke into that song after they won the World Series.
You think we're gonna win the world?
Dime, mi amor.
Yeah, he sang it with David Ortiz.
I adore mi amor. Take it away, Johnny.
There we go. Yeah, that was he sang it with David Ortiz, Big Papi,
And Kenny G.
And then you remember.
Mi amor es tu eres.
That was him. How he was the one
That was
that
the one in Spanish. Fool. Johnny
Yeah.
Damon.
Johnny
Shout out to
Damon.
him, fool.
Yeah.
Great, he's got great pipes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, but they were kind of upset when he left for the Yankees because that's their big rival. You know, he a couple years later.
And the Yankees made him cut his hair and shave
his beard. They
whatever
don't-
was
they-
left there.
Oh, yeah?
They made him shave his. Oh, I don't know
Yeah.
if they did that, but they don't let him have facial hair.
They'll hold them down.
Yeah, they made him do some
They
manscaping
said,
before he
you
came
gotta
in.
shave your Jeters.
Yeah, he's all the guy that watches the jockstrap doesn't like it. Like when
You're leaving residuals in here, bro.
Yeah.
You're leaving your Damons behind.
He's all, you gotta clean it up there. How are you gonna sport that ring?
They named your pubic hairs Matt. Matt Damons.
Yeah, so they do that.
Because it
over
looks
there.
like a mat you step on when you walk in.
They once made a welcome mat out of that thing.
Woman.
Ooh,
Think he came from Istanbul.
smelled like the big green monster though.
Smell like Big Papi.
Oh, man. But it paid off though, having to do all that manscaping because he won another ring with the Yankees too.
did.
So,
See what
yeah.
I'm saying? And that did the same thing to what's that pitcher's name? Pedro Ramirez.
Martinez.
Martinez.
Hey,
Pedro Martinez.
And Don Zimmer. He's like, hey, I thought you were Don Zimmer. It looks like Whitey Ford down here.
or when Sammy Sosa went to the Yankees, they made him paint his face white. I don't know. He wasn't on the Yankees, but I don't know what happened to his face.
Speaking of Whitey Ford.
I don't know what happened to his face, though. I don't know. Sammy Sosa, that's a different story.
Skin pigmentation.
Yeah, but
we had the same doctor as Michael Jackson, I heard.
Yeah, that's what it was.
yeah, he made a couple All-Star appearances, but then
That son of a bleach. Son of a
he waited around for a call, hoping to get picked up, but no one ever did. And he was a little bit upset about it. I figured all that, all the stuff that I did for even as a backup pinch hitter or something.
Of course.
But nobody called. But so now what he's doing now, what he decided to, I guess he just still wants to be on TV. So he's gonna do the Celebrity Apprentice show.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know. I never actually seen the show.
No Donald Trump this year.
Yeah,
You know
I
what?
don't think he's doing it,
I
right?
got it. I know who would play Big Papi in the movie.
All right.
Mo Vaughn.
Oh, but he's not an actor.
But well, he wasn't a ball player either. But
I know. I was going to say that was kind of questionable in and of
Yeah.
itself.
Can he pull off the accent?
I know, right?
anybody could.
Yeah, just hang out in
hang out with Dandy Garcia.
Just go to the Bronx for a little bit.
Spanish Harlem.
All of a sudden, you're going to be, hey, Bobby, how you doing?
I think you would do a better job, Eric. You should play.
I know, but I'm having trouble, my darling.
He's not dark enough.
Get him out in the sun.
We got to get him out to Cabo.
Hang out with the Kardashians.
Drinking Cabo Wabo.
He's gonna.
Then you might wind up with a Kardashian.
Call Sammy Hagar.
Yeah, he's actually one of the other guys
Tore his
on there.
pants.
One of the guys he's with on the Celebrity
Bon Jovi.
Apprentice is Ian Ziering from Sharknado. From,
Oh, that was
90210.
90210.
Yeah,
That was a Steve.
Yes.
Steve Sanders.
That was
Punk-ass Steve Sanders.
Oh, I thought that was Will Ferrell. I thought it was a young Will Ferrell.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know, man.
He's got a Playboy wife.
Yeah.
He was in Sharknado. Have you ever seen
Sharknado,
that?
yeah.
I've never seen
No,
it.
but
I tried watching the first one and it was
People are saying it's like a cult. It's so bad that it's good, I guess.
Yeah,
type of thing.
it's like a Night of the Living Dead or something like
Yeah.
that.
It's like Bloodsport.
And they've already had a couple sequels, I believe, and then
It's like every Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
maybe you can get
They're awfully good.
yeah.
Call Dennis Rodman.
Maybe they can get Johnny Damon for the next one. Throw him on Sharknado. Have it grow his hair back.
Him and
Play
Ben
a good role.
Affleck.
Oh man.
He's from Boston. Hey.
Hey, from Boston. How you like them apples?
Hey.
Huh? Mini driver? Call Robin Williams. Let's talk for a bit. Watch me figure out these equations on the board. Leave it overnight while I mop.
It's the same face I make when I play with myself. It's crazy.
And when nobody wants me in the dugout.
It's confusing. What else you got, dude?
One more real quick too about another former champion with the Blue Jays, because they've also clinched this year so far now too. So his name was Joe Carter, and he was the hero of the '93 World
yes.
Series. He had,
Joe Carter. They call him Batman.
Yeah, he was the hero of that one.
Joe Carter.
Carter. He had iconic moments where you could see celebrating running the.
Was he in
bases
that
and
movie
stuff
with
like that.
Samuel Jackson, Coach Carter?
Yeah. No, it's his brother, the one that played his son. He grew up and he played that, and he was actually a baseball player.
He
No,
did.
no. I think that's the guy that always takes his shirt off on that TV.
Yeah, they
show.
call him Hova, right?
Hova,
Right?
Young Hova.
Didn't that? He did. Was it Fade to Black? The album?
Oh, that guy.
That guy? Isn't
Oh.
that Joe Carter?
Jay Jizzle.
No, that's something else.
That's what is this? What is that? Carter's
Sean Carter.
Sean Carter.
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh.
And then John Carter
Yeah.
is the guy that had the movie. The
No,
Disney
John Carter's
movie.
from Three's Company.
Come and knock on my door.
Isn't that it? John Carter?
And what about Nell Carter?
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
Nell
give
Carter,
me a break with that one, right?
Yeah, I used to like that show, man.
Now's with Jodie Foster. She got when she plays that chick from the fucking. She played that. She won an Academy for that. She played some chick from the Ozarks. Remember? Now. Oh, now. How do you now?
I don't know why, but I just clenched my butt cheeks. It's really weird.
Hey, Blue Jays also clinched, by the way.
I got blue balls right now. Buddy.
Tweet it
Thinking about
like a Blue
Neil.
Jay does.
Oh man! But anyway, the real Joe Carter, who was the actual baseball player.
Please stand up.
Yeah. He asked me to stand up. He actually he's kind of away from the game a little bit now. But what he's doing is he's doing a lot of charity work. So that's dope. He's doing a lot of charity work, and his big claim to fame now, all of a sudden, what's crazy? All of a sudden, he popped up in everybody's radar again. I don't know. Remember that beef? I don't know if you heard about Drake and Meek Mill.
Uh-huh.
Where they were going back and forth with
with
the diss songs. Well, when Drake put out his second one, it was called Back to Back on the SoundCloud. The actual album cover that he put for the song, it was a picture of Joe Carter hitting the the infamous home run.
Oh.
Because he's Drakk is Canadian. He's from he was a fan of the Toronto Blue Jays. So he put basically he put him out with that game-winning home run right there. So it was a picture of Joe Carter, and Joe Carter had seen this, and he was actually, I guess he put out a tweet, and he's
Drake did this, right?
Drakk put it on his
Well,
song.
it's kind of opposite because Meek Mill tried to do that, but he put Ray Rice hitting his girlfriend. It didn't do too good though.
And then it was quoted with LL Cool J's "Mama said knock you out because you're not the GOAT."
Yeah, so he was happy about that. He put
Go
out a
eat a
tweet.
goat.
He said, "Oh yeah, I made it." Saying like he was all famous now all of a sudden because because most young kids that listen to Drake didn't know who it was or anything like that.
Yeah, I didn't know
But,
either.
but now they're gonna look
Drake's
it up.
was coffee cakes.
Yeah.
New York.
Oh man, you don't know who Drake is?
No.
He said, I don't know who he is either.
He's my producer.
Oh, Drakk. Oh, yeah.
Drake Spelling.
Drake.
He's the same light skin complexion.
He was in a wheelchair at Degrassi.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, did you ever see that picture? Somebody pulled up a picture of Drake when he was like in school, like high school before Degrassi, I guess.
No.
Oh man, you gotta check that. That's funny stuff. It's funny.
Well, if there's no Degrassi, then he shouldn't be coming around me.
You can't play ball.
Playing the muddy. How about that?
The muddy, yeah, and that's it. So he's back in the he was just in the spotlight because of that, and he was pretty happy. But he's still doing charity work and doing all that type of stuff. So he's still around. That's dope.
Good for Carter, man.
Yeah, that's
Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
So where are they now? Brought to you by the Bsidesports show and Shaye Whitey, man. Good stuff again.
Thanks. Man.
Yeah, talk about it was. It's always good to find out, where some of these dudes are at, and
I'm still looking for my inner self.
I'm still looking for my dad. Whoa.
Check the post office.
Whoa, mijo, you need to calm down there. So
Because don't they just kind of like drift off kind of thing? Like just all of a sudden they're just gone.
Oh, you mean like people from Cuba to Miami?
Yeah, all that stuff.
he said to call him Big Papa, but he's not really my dad.
Or like at the Haunted Mansion, they're there and then they're gone. The ghosts.
Oh, that's called Pepper's Ghost.
Ask Eddie Murphy about that one too.
Yeah.
His Haunted Mansion movie bombed.
Oh,
that Beverly
man,
Hills
that wasn't so good. How many bombs did he have?
He played for the Dodgers.
So where are they now? Brought to you by the Bsidesports show, and of course you guys are tuned in listening to Shaye Whitey, Eric J, and myself, Ralph Figueroa. And finally, we're gonna end because we've been having a great time today. So we're gonna go to our last segment and we're gonna do some shout outs. So with that being said, let's go and hit it, Drakk.
Let it all out. These are the things I could do without. Come on.
I'm talking to you. Come on.
Te estoy hablando a ti.
Vente, cabrón. Vámonos.
Lágrimas por asustos.
Vámonos.
Tears for fears.
Tears for fears?
Tears for fears.
That's not good.
It's no good.
That's not good. So, you know what else is not good that we'll have to finish today?
We have to say goodbye.
Yeah, we have to say goodbye. So, with that, Shaye Whitey, what do you want to say?
Oh man! First shout out you guys, of course, man. It's always fun, man. I love doing this. It's a good time. Shout out to everybody that works with us here on the channel, as always too. Like Crazy Race and all the DJs that we have, and Survive and all them. Young Baka and DJ Nympho. They all did shows this week, and they were
He's horny.
They were all good shows.
He uses the 12 inches.
He borrowed Ragnar's hat because it's horny.
And a shout out to everybody that's helped spreading the word about our channel. Shout out to everybody I seen at Katie Jake's, Big Rob for throwing that event, Slim the Resident, his birthday bash. It was dope because I got a lot of promo out there, get stickers and flyers we got in now for the show and for the B-side shop here in 130 Shoppers Lane. So if you're ever in the SGV Covina area, come through. We got a lot of dope gear and we got a lot of more new stuff coming in too. And shout out to Hip Hop for Humanity. We're like big supporters of that charity.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it's coming up
Very
real
cool.
soon. It's the canned food drive. For Thanksgiving. I'm wearing that shirt today. So shout out to them, and once again shout out to you guys, Drakk, of course, and tune in tomorrow with Susie Placencia and Rabbit for the B-side show, or
Monday?
every Monday. I'm sorry, we're doing it. We're usually on Sunday. I'm sorry, I got thrown off here.
Couple
You
days.
didn't go to mass today.
But anyway, and every Monday night, and this week we have Julio G coming in, so that should be pretty
cool.
dope. Yeah, so shout out to everybody. Thanks for tuning in all the time and all that. Man.
Nice, awesome, man. So good thing what you guys are doing with Hip Hop for
Yeah,
Humanity,
that's a really
man.
good thing.
Yeah.
It's
Shay.
great. It's great that the B side is doing what it's got to
Part
do
of
for the
it.
community and stuff like that. So
Giving back.
definitely props to that. So Eric J, what do you got, man? Shout outs.
Shout out to the man upstairs, as always, for letting me do this and have fun with you two crazy bozos here.
Did you call me a mofo?
Yeah, mofo. Isn't that like a Cuban dish with like a banana?
I think I got a Motorola Mofo.
It's a mofongo. Shout out to Drakk Spelling. That's my boy. Shout out to all our fans and our viewers. Keep tuning in. Keep supporting. Shout out to my 4 Golden Girls tuning in, watching me do this thing. And actually, this week, I'm actually going to be reading the New York Giants JPP's former girlfriend's tell-all book.
Oh, what is it called?
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but from what I hear, it's she claims that JPP does all kinds of things to her except fingering.
It's a whole different experience. huh?
JPP, yeah, you know me, except how to dial.
It's only one in the pink, one in the stink.
Oh,
He can't let
Missing
his
finger.
fingers do the walking.
that's a shocker. Oh man.
That's it, man.
Cool, dude. So, just to give you guys a quick heads up, man, I got a lot of shows this week coming up. So, my comedy dates, if you guys want to follow me on my social media, you could hit me up at ComicRalph21. This Tuesday, September 29th at 9 p.m., I'll be in Las Vegas at Adrenaline, 21 and over. I think they have some comp tickets available for that. On Wednesday, September 30th at 8 p.m., I'll be at the Brea Improv. There are tickets available at brea.improv.com. On Thursday, October 1st at 8 p.m., I'll be in Fresno, believe it or not.
Nice.
Bulldog.
Yeah, country.
Comedy night at Aldo's. Should be a cool event. I'm going to be there with my boy Luis Villaseñor, who's been doing his thing over at the Pachanga Casino. He's been there
Nice.
He's not the new house MC there and host.
Really?
So, shout out to my boy. On Friday, October 2nd at 8 p.m., I'll be at the we're going to do the Comedy All-Stars at the Ice House in the main room.
nice.
On a Friday night. Yeah,
Oh,
dude. So
that's
I'm really
nice.
excited.
Good for you,
I'll
man.
be there sharing the stage with the legendary Jimmy Burns, who was the host for George Lopez for many, many years. Brian McDaniel and my boy DJ Cooch. So if you guys want tickets, they're available at www.icehousecomedy.com, or you guys can hit me up. I have a few comps left, like literally a few. Hit me up at comicralph21@gmail.com. Saturday, October 3rd at 9 p.m., comedy night at the Rustic Tavern. Tickets are $8, and of course, we expect to sell that one out again. We got my boy Steve out from Vegas coming out, and comedian and magician Justin Rivera. So this guy's been touring around all over the world, supporting our troops
cool.
too. So very funny guy. And then October 7th through the 23rd, I will be out of the country actually.
Yeah.
So I'll be on tour in Japan and Korea for the GIs of Comedy tour. Hit us up, gisofcomedy.com or armedforcesentertainment.com. So, once again, if you guys ever want to come out to a comedy show, be sure to hit me up. Definitely give a shout out to Maricela. And I don't know where I would be without her. So seriously, she's, definitely the driving force, and thank you for everything that you do. And even though I may not say it enough, but I definitely do appreciate her.
That's
You know what I mean? And I got to be better at telling her.
Step
because
up your game.
I'm trying. I got some shape-up shoes just in case.
Where's Joe Montana when you need him?
I need to throw a touchdown pass. So definitely want to give a shout-out to Randy Lubis and Andy Fernandez over at the Ventura Comedy Harbor. So at the Ventura Comedy Festival as well. Rico Mambo at Q1047, Katrina at Live 1055, Perry, Stickboy, and Spence at KVTA 1590. Definitely give a shout out to it's his name, Stickboy. That's what I call him. Give a shout out to Ruben, Patty, and the staff at the Holiday Inn Express in Port Hueneme. Man, they treated me like a rock star in there, dude.
yeah.
It was so cool,
nice.
dude. So thank you, Ruben. Definitely send him. He told me to send him a link once we get the podcast out. So we're gonna send it out to him.
Cool.
Shout out to my boy Jerry Garcia for doing his thing last night at the Ice House. Thank you again for
what's up,
having me,
Jerry?
bro.
That dude's fun.
Yeah, he's been here part of the B-side show.
He gave us shirts.
Yeah,
that
it
was
says
dope.
"Fuck it, I'm down."
I'm down. Yeah,
Fuck
I
it, I'm down.
have that shirt.
So
Nice.
very cool dude.
Yeah.
Find him all over social media. If not, you request me and I'll send you his info. Definitely my team, Connie, Pat Gallegos, over at Phantom Devil Comedy. Big Gene, haven't seen that one in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
We
Big Gene,
text
shout
each
out,
other
man.
and talk here and there, but definitely want to give him a shout out. Of course to Drakk Spelling in the back, Shaye, and my boy Eric. Man, it's always a pleasure hanging out with you fellas, dude. Having a good time. And last but not least, to everyone that continues to download and listen to the B-Side Sports Show, we truly appreciate your love and support.
For sure.
And we definitely appreciate all the positive input that you guys are giving us and telling us to keep doing what we're doing. And we're having a fun time. So with that being said, we want to wish you guys a happy week and want you guys to have fun, enjoy it. And on behalf of Drakk Spelling, Shaye, Whitey, Eric J, myself, Ralph Figueroa, we want to say peace, and we'll see you guys next week.
Later, peace out.